Today, we are in a waiting phase. A doctrinal declaration has been sent to Rome, and we are awaiting a decision of the Pope. It would be an act of justice, in fact, to be just reintegrated in a more visible way in the Church. That's all we are talking about here. Our fight for 40 years has been to defend the fullness of the Catholic faith. However, it is not true to say that the unity of the Church is only based on the faith. The Church is not a democracy, and the Society of St. Pius X is not neither a democracy.
Some people have used the recent interview of Bishop Delay with Catholic News Service to indicate or argue that perhaps he's backing down or softening his position on doctrinal questions that affect the faith.
That makes no sense to me. How can you use one quote from an interview and say the position has changed? I mean, take a conference where Bishop Delay explained his position on religious liberty and say, okay, this position has changed from the past. Okay, but take one sentence which has been used by a journalist from an interview of an hour, take a few, not even a minute, and say this is an official position of Bishop Delay. It's dishonest. It doesn't make any sense.
Father, another common objection or argument that we have been seeing is that there is perhaps a change in the strategy of the society or in the position that a doctrinal resolution would be necessary before any kind of canonical regularization. Has there in fact been a change in the society's position?
First, I think it's important to remember that discussions on doctrinal matters have taken place. So there were already a doctrinal approach to the relations with Rome. We must remember also the example of Archbishop Marcel Lefebvre. In 1988, Archbishop Lefebvre signed a doctrinal declaration, more known as the Protocol of 88, in which he didn't look for a doctrinal